We've got a long holiday weekend coming up, and it is still summer, so a lot of folks will be looking to get outside and enjoy nature. And there is a relatively new area in Windham with 700 acres of trails and waterways open to the public.
That's called the East Windham Conservation Area. Joining us now on ARC Maine this morning to talk about it is the Director of Windham Parks and Rec, Linda Brooks, and Toby Jacobs, who is with the Presumpscot Regional Land Trust. You guys, thanks for coming on. First of all, for the people that don't know anything about this or have never been there, describe what they'll see when they get there.
They'll see 700 acres, give or take how much they want to travel through it, of beautiful trails, little duck pond, nice scenic viewpoints, views of Mount Washington. They'll see a lot.
Yeah, what kind of
Nature
activities?
at its finest.
Beautiful. What kind of activities are we talking about here?
So it's a really great multi-use preserve. It's excellent for hiking and running, and it's already been really popular with mountain bikes. We have some professionally built mountain bike trails. All the trails allow mountain bikes and hiking and other passive uses, so it's really great for anybody regardless of what they're trying to do.
We look at some of the pictures. I mean, you're looking at, it looks like either some ponds or rivers or lakes. I mean, do you guys have any water activities or swimming or anything like that?
We're not encouraging that so much. Little Duck Pond is what you had just seen on the screen. It's a very quiet setting. Kayaking, you'd have to really haul your kayak in quite a distance to be able to do that, so there's not like a public boat launch or public swimming. It's more just enjoying the sounds and sights of nature, really, in terms of the water activities.
What kind of work went into getting this ready to go, and how long did it take?
So the actual conservation of the land was a really great collaboration between the town and the land trust and the whole community. And then in terms of actually creating the trails, it was a nice mix of professional and volunteer activities. We had some professional contractors, and we had Maine Conservation Corps, and then a lot of community volunteers came out to really make everything happen.
Yeah, and you couldn't do this without a lot of donations from the public too. Let's talk about that.
A little bit of, so the primary source of purchasing the land was from the Land for Maine's Future. So we received nearly $1 million. The Presumpscot Regional Land Trust did a lot of fundraising in a very short period of time. It was amazing what they were able to accomplish. We also have a grant opportunity that's going to allow us to build a universal access trail, which we are just about to get started with that, and that was the Land and Water Conservation Fund. And then the town of Windham itself also contributed quite a bit of money toward the match.
And this is going to allow people that, like in wheelchairs, that wouldn't be able to hike some of these other places, to be able to get out there and enjoy some of the trails.
Absolutely. It'll be, it takes into account the grade of the different slopes, and there's quite an elevation at this property, which is what allows us the beautiful scenic views. But between the surfacing and the grades, we're going to start off with about a 1 mile trail, which will really enable them to experience quite a bit of it.
That's fantastic.
And that accessible trail will really hit the highlights of the preserve as well. It won't be like those folks are missing out on anything.
Yeah, what's the response been like? Yeah, so far. And you feel you're still trying to spread the word, or has it spread?
I think that will always be spreading the word. I think that we really are recognizing that this is a regional destination. This will bring folks from far and wide. And we always try to accent the fact that this 700 acres is also tied with 300 acres at the Lowell Preserve, which also connects with the North Falmouth Community Forest. So it is a really large tract of land that allows for a lot of outdoor recreation activity.
Talk about the association with the Wabanaki people and how important that is to keep that alive.
It's extremely important, and we've talked in recent years about different ways to authentically and more actively engage and represent that. At this point, it's simply taking a step back and acknowledging the fact that this land was part of a different community at one point. And we're working in the next years to more actively engage with those communities and those leaders to talk about how we can go beyond just acknowledgement to actual action.
What do you feel like has been the most popular, activity for people so far? You mentioned the mountain biking, obviously hiking, things like that.
Trail running. There was just there's a trail running group that has been very involved.
Oh, great.
So that's certainly something.
Yeah, really all of them, but biking especially. We're fortunate to have a really large, nice parking area, which makes it nice. The preserve can't really fill up because the parking area is so large and there's so many trails, and The terrain really lends itself to exciting mountain biking activities. But hikers, bikers, everybody.
The one thing, I'm sure a lot of people, so many people own dogs. So do you guys allow dogs on the trails there?
We do. The town of Windham, the ordinance is such that they need to either be leashed or under voice control. So other than that, as long as they're abiding by that, they're welcome there.
All right, and can you let our viewers know like the address and where they can learn more information?
The address is 189 Falmouth Road in East Windham, right off of Route 202, in close proximity to 302, so easy access.
Perfect.
And we have some maps and other information about the land trust at our website, prlt.org.
And this is year-round, so people can do stuff in the winter too.
Absolutely.
Which is
Absolutely.
great.
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming on.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for having us.
I might go check it out today.
I know.
Perfect.
Not
Sounds
yet though.
great.
We still have some more
Oh,
Arc
that's
Maine
right.
coming up.
I'd be
Okay.
leaving right now.